The simplest way to think about adolescence is to imagine that your cute, little, friendly, easy to train puppy is transitioning into an adult, but they've got to go through this difficult teenage phase first. Adolescence may be described to you in a few different ways. Generally speaking, people that have been through adolescence with a Labrador before will describe it as the rebellious stage, the teenage phase, the time when your dog forgets everything that they have ever been taught. They become a little bit defiant and generally misbehaves and willingly ignores everything you ask them to do. Whilst in some part that is true, it's a little bit more complex than that. And having a good understanding of the adolescent phase will help you come through the other side with a little less stress and less conflict as we can possibly achieve. I'm sure many of us remember being teenagers ourselves, and some of us, me included, were a little bit rebellious. We were frustrated by our embarrassing parents, and we were sure that we knew better than the adults that were trying to look after us and keep us on track. And just like human teenagers, dogs will go through the same uncertain, stressful, exploratory, rebellious stage, and that is what is commonly referred to as canine adolescence. Although adolescence brings with it many frustrations, it's not just you and the other humans that will be finding it really tough. Your dog is going to be struggling too, and that's because their adolescent stage overlaps with puberty and sexual maturity. In short, their hormones are all over the place. Their brains and body are sending them in all sorts of different directions. They're getting lots of different information, it's unfamiliar to them, and they're not really sure how to cope with all of that information. You might see that your dog starts to become a little bit more curious during adolescence. They may start doing things that are different. They might start showing interest in things that previously did not bother them at all. They may also start to get worried about things that were once familiar to them. And they might develop an overwhelming desire for independence. They might want to just go it alone. But it's not guaranteed that you're going to have a stressful teenage experience. Actually, some dogs and their humans just kind of breeze through it. They navigate through it with total ease. So if we think about an adolescent, I want you to imagine that you've got a fizzy bottle of Coca-Cola just waiting to have the lid taken off after it's been shaken up, and it's going to fizz out and explode everywhere. That's pretty much what an adolescent dog is. It's a fizzy bottle of Coca-Cola, and your job is to open that lid really slowly and carefully over a period of time so that nothing fizzes out, nothing spills out, and we've got no accidents.